So today I'm going to show you how to make a bug fly along. So we're going to make a ladybug and then have it fly around the stage and then off the stage. And to do that, we need to make a new symbol. And that new symbol, to begin with, is going to be called bug body. So the ladybug we're going to make is a circle with no stroke and a fill. There's the bug body. So this is the body, so we're going to call it body for the layer. And we're going to make another layer for a ladybug. Ladybugs always have dots on them, or spots. So this is the black spots layer. And to do that, we're going to grab the paintbrush and switch the bucket to black. And then we can change the brush size and everything over here, the shape. I'm going to go with about this size, and I'm just going to put some dots on my ladybug, on their body. And on the spots layer, I'm also going to add 2 antennae so we can tell which way the front of the bug is. So that's the bug body. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make another layer or another symbol, and that's the wing. So the bug body is kind of the equivalent of making the car body. And now we're going to make another layer called wing. Another symbol, sorry, called wing. And this symbol is going to be blue, kind of a dark blue. And we're going to use the circle tool again and draw a circle. So the wing is this direction, kind of north to south. And on the wing layer, if you've ever looked at a wing before, you'll see that there's struts that kind of hold the wing up so it doesn't collapse. So we're going to put in some struts on the wing. So on the struts layer, you can see I'm on the struts layer. I'm going to grab my pencil again and have it black, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see. The struts on a wing kind of look like that. And there's usually 3 or 4 or 5, but we're going to go with 3. This kind of just gives detail to our project. So we have some nice struts on the wing. And just like we did with the wheel, we're going to add this onto the bug body now. So I'm going to double click on the bug body icon. And we've got our 2 layers for the bug body here. We've got the spots layer, the body layer, and we're going to make 2 wing layers. So one wing is going to be the bottom wing, and the other layer is going to be the top wing. So then we're going to grab our wing and drag the wing for the top wing onto the top layer. And for the bottom wing, we're going to select the bottom wing layer, and we're going to grab the wing and put it in as well. And kind of adjust them so they're like where the wings would be if it was a bug. Just kind of adjust where they are. Now, earlier I mentioned the anchor point. So whenever we select an object, we can see that there's an anchor point here. And I know it's an anchor point because it's white and it's got a black line around it. And when I select the free transform tool over here in the top right, and then I zoom in, you can see that I can spin around that anchor point. Okay, so the anchor point is like a rotational point. So if this is the bug and it's going to fly, it's going to move its wings. Which way is it going to move its wings? Are they going to go up and down or left and right? They're going to go up and down. So if I move up, that doesn't work because it pulls the wing away from the body. So I'm going to press Command Z. But if I move this anchor point up to on top of the body, and then I move it up, it anchors where that object pivots from or where it moves from. So I'm just going to press Command Z a couple times. And I'm going to add a little bit of time to the body. So the body is going to exist for about 15 frames. So on the body layer, I'm going to press F5. Nothing changes on the body layer. On the spots layer, I'm going to press F5. Nothing changes on the spots layer. So I'm going to lock both of those as well. But on the bottom wing layer, at about frame number 7 or 8, I'm going to press F6. Okay? And I've pressed F6, and now I'm going to move the anchor point up onto the body, and I'm going to move the wing so it's about half as big. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the top wing layer. So at about the same distance, frame number 7, I'm going to press F6, and I'm going to move the anchor point down on that one. And then I'm going to move the wing so it's about the same size as the other one. So now the motion that I've got is wings open, wings closed, open, closed, open, closed. If I want this wing to expand again, it's going to automatically loop. So if I just extend the frames here and extend the frames here and click on the loop icon here, and extend the frames and press play, I've got my bug now flapping its wings. So as it's flapping its wings, I can choose to make those wings flap more quickly. How would I do that? I would shorten the amount of time between the keyframes. So if I remove these keyframes, remove frames, and I'm just going to highlight and right-click and remove those frames and then press play, it now flaps much more quickly. So if I decided, well, that's a little bit too quickly, what would I do?
Add more frames.
Add more frames. So I could just add more frames on all of these. So F5 2 times, and then I'm going to select all of these, holding the Shift key down, F5 2 times, and now let's see. How does that look? That's better. It's a little bit slow maybe, but I think that's good. So the bug's flapping its wings. So we're going to go to the next step, and it's the step I just showed you a minute ago. It's how do we get this bug flying around on the stage? So we're going to go to scene 1, and there's no bug here, and there's no guide. So we're going to start by making a layer for the bug, calling it bug, and we're going to get the bug body. We're going to drag it over here, and this is a really big bug, and it's facing the wrong way. So I'm going to rotate it around and make it smaller. Maybe I'm going to make it even smaller. There we go. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can see a bit better. So I want this bug to kind of fly onto the stage, do a loop, and then go off. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see everything. I'm going to go a little bit bigger. So let's draw the path the bug is going to go on. So we need a new layer, and this is going to be called the guide or the path. So you can see I named it guide or path, and then we're going to use the pencil tool, and we're going to draw a line for the bug to fly on. So the bug's going to fly on, a big loop, and then off the stage. The next step is right-click, choose guide, and you'll see the icon switches to a guide icon or a measuring icon. We're going to click on the bug and drag it up so it goes on to the guide, and it switches now to a path. Okay, and we're almost done. In the first frame, we want the bug to be on the guide. So we need to choose the bug and put the anchor point for the bug on the guide. So we can see the anchor point is on the guide. And in the last frame, this is going to take about 3 seconds for the bug to fly the whole way. So I'm going to press F5 on the guide layer. And I'm going to press F6 on the last frame on the bug layer. And in the end, we know we want the bug to be over here. So we just need to make sure we put the anchor point on the guide. And the last thing we need to do, and watch carefully here, this is important. the last thing we need to do is right-click between the two and choose Classic Tween. And then when I play the movie, watch what happens. The bug flies along, and it looks pretty good. It's flapping along, it goes along the path, but there's a problem. What's the problem? It happens right there, happens right here. What's the problem with this? Doesn't rotate. The bug flies backwards right here. So we need to fix that. So to fix that, we can add in more keyframes. So I can just scroll along. Right about here, the bug should start to turn, but it doesn't. So right about here, I'm going to click down on the timeline. I'm going to press F6. I'm going to grab my transform tool, and I'm going to give the bug a little bit of a turn. And then a little bit further along, right about here, I'm going to press F6, and I'm going to give the bug a little bit of a turn. And then I'm going to scroll a little bit more. Right about here, he's flying sideways, so we got to give him a turn. Press F6 and rotate him. And then we're going to go a little bit further, maybe to about right here. Put another keyframe in, F6, and rotate. And then we're going to go a little bit further, maybe to here. Press F6, select it, and rotate. And we're going to go a little bit further. Here he's flying totally the wrong way. Press F6 and rotate. And then this is pretty good. He's not flying quite straight, but we'll give him a little fine tune here. F6 and rotate it a little bit. But then when we get to about right here, he needs to change directions again. So what do I press? F6 and rotate him a little bit more until now he flies correctly. So when we press Command Return, he flies correctly. Now if we want to speed up the wings, we don't need to do anything here. We just go back to the bug body and we would remove some of these frames. Right, select some, right click, remove frames, and then I can select a few here, right click, remove frames, press Command Return, and those changes automatically happen. So his wings flap a better speed.